And heating up in our kitchen, presidential cooking.
Channel 7 News Good Morning Arkansas with Steve Powell, Melinda Mayo, Beth Huntwood News, meteorologist Barry Brandt, and special reports from Jason Harper.
You mentioned presidential cooking in our kitchen. We have special guest Marti Mongiello. He's a former White House and Camp David chef. In fact, he cooked for the Clintons all those years in the White House. He's back in town with a book and event coming up at the Presidential Library this evening. So we'll meet Marti, maybe find out what Bill and Hillary liked, you know, on those midnight snacks and such.
Sounds good.
Okay.
That'd be the best thing about being president is just to have a chef at your own.
And does it work like that? We need to ask Marti. Can you?
I know it.
Does that work? I don't know.
Amazing stuff. Our guest in the kitchen is used to seeing Hillary Clinton around because he cooked for the Clintons and the Bushes as well. Marti Mongiello is here. He is with some able hands to his left and right. He's
James and Stormy.
Yeah, James and Stormy. He's going to make a nice cookie recipe for us, white chocolate Polynesian cookies. But he was the executive chef at Camp David.
I know.
How cool was that?
I mean, what a place to just hang out when you're not having to cook in the kitchen.
Yeah, that's not a place you could just drop by.
No, I don't think so. So he's got some great stories to tell, and we'll visit with him about an event tonight at the Clinton Library as well.
Sounds good. We're going to talk presidential eating coming up right after the break. Marti Mongiello is here. He was the executive chef at Camp David. Yeah, Camp David. That's pretty cool. We'll learn about the job and a great recipe right after this. Well, hard to find many more historic places to work than Camp David, the presidential retreat, but Marti Mongiello has worked there under 2 different presidents as the executive chef. Good to see you.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome to Arkansas.
Yeah, thank you. Love it here.
Yeah. How do you go from, I guess you were a Navy chef?
I was Navy for 21 years.
And then how do you get plucked out of the Navy to Camp
well,
David?
I was actually underwater on a nuclear submarine when I was nominated, and then you go through a lengthy process.
No kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, they really look into you and investigate your family. And it was about a year later I got a call and said, okay, you can come to work now.
Yeah.
And oh, by the way, you have to be a pretty good cook.
Right.
As well. Yeah. Well, you're going to make a recipe for us, and I tell you what, why don't we get started, because we want to learn more about your job as we go along. But what are you calling this recipe?
This is a white chocolate chip macadamia cookie. Sometimes we call it our Polynesian cookie. Yeah, and it's got
Was there a president who really enjoyed these?
Actually, we served these a few times at Camp David, and my fiance and I have been making this recipe even better now. She had an idea to put the dried pineapple in, and it's gotten better than ever.
Show us how to do it.
Okay. Well, we're going to start off with a simple creaming procedure. 1½ sticks of butter, soft is best. Okay. And we've got brown sugar and white sugar here, so that's pretty typical for a recipe. 3/4 cup of brown sugar. We'll slide him in. And then 1/3 cup of just regular sugar.
All right.
And that's pretty easy. Nothing difficult there. This is kind of the basic cookie recipe for many cookies.
Yeah.
1 teaspoon. Notice I measured that precisely.
I see that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pure.
If you can pour things out accurately on a submarine, it's easier.
Yeah. Pure vanilla we like to use instead of imitation. Okay. And if you have a mixer, that's great. Otherwise, you can do it like Grandmom did.
That's right. Yeah,
which
make
is
a fist.
The real way. Back in the old days before they had those fancy mixers.
All right.
And just mix that up. The next ingredient after this, we cream this, is going to be that egg there. We're going to put 1 egg in here. So, do you want to get him ready? I cracked him for you already.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah. Drop him in there if you would.
All right.
Yeah. So let's just mix him around.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's pretty simple. And after this, we go into the dry ingredients, which are right there to the left. We're going to go with the flour. 1 2/3 cup of flour. Good, pop that in.
All at one time?
Yes, ma'am.
Here we go.
Marti, you've got a book with a bunch of recipes in it. Is this one of them?
Well, my mentor is coming here tonight, White House chef Walter Schieb, and his book has just come out.
Oh, it's his book,
so
okay.
We're going to celebrate that tonight and have a cookery presentation at the Clinton Center. But I'm working on a book that talks about the Navy. Now we have to go on ahead and put a couple little things in here. We're going to do some salt, 1/2 teaspoon. And we've got some baking soda for leavening, obviously.
Baking soda, not powder, and don't mix them up, right?
We've got 1/2 teaspoon. Actually, we are going to put a little baking powder as well.
Okay.
Yeah, 3/4 cup teaspoon.
Easy enough. Again, as he's putting this together, we remind you, as we always do here in the kitchen, that these recipes will, by the end of the day, be on KATV.com.
Yeah. And this we don't want to overmix too much. we just want to kind of incorporate this, and now we're ready for all of our crazy ingredients and get into the Polynesian
Yeah, there's been some chopping going on over here.
Okay.
How about 2 cups of white chocolate chips?
All right, that sounds good.
Pop them in.
All at once?
Of them. Yes, sir, that's all of them.
Good.
Now we have a mixture of macadamia nuts and English walnuts. Let's put those in.
English walnuts, okay.
Yeah, okay. And we've got some coconut there, dried coconut.
How
Okay.
many dozen?
My goodness.
Will this make?
This would make maybe, depending on how you roll them, here we have monster size.
Right, yeah.
You can make bite size, and then some dried pineapple.
Yeah, this is the latest ingredients you said that you guys
Chef
have added.
Stormy's secret dried pineapple.
We may need to skip to the monster rolling before we run out of time.
Yeah,
And
so
I mean,
this you mix up, and we'll put
get
that over
this?
here, and you're going to end up with a massive ball.
May I roll
So-
a few just
Yeah,
to see
pull
the
one off and
technique here?
Let's put it on the pan there.
All right, sort of like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Marty,
I'm...
we're
And
gonna
we want to compress these.
Oh,
Go ahead,
okay.
roll it real good.
That's a key.
There you go.
Okay.
Make it dense. Marty,
All
let's
right.
talk about the event because we are pretty much out of time tonight because we want folks to come out and get a chance to see you guys in person.
Absolutely. Well, tonight we're going to have a
You do that, I'm gonna go to
celebration
the oven.
of Walter Schieb, the former White House executive chef. There's the finished cookies we're going to serve tonight. And we're going to make a couple of things, sweet potato soup, and he's going to do a talk and go right into answering questions. The question part is usually pretty popular.
All right, it is at the President Clinton Center, and we encourage you to go check it out.
How long did we bake these?
Oh, these are like maybe 10 minutes.
Okay.
Easy
350?
stuff.
Easy peasy, 350.
All right,
Yeah.
there you go.
Enjoy yourself.
Thanks so
All
much,
right, well,
Marty.
thanks for having us.
We'll taste during the break.